How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today I'm going to be showcasing a 100% agility Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, and shout out to Almighty for providing friend lead, of course. And unfortunately, he is a bit more of a defensive unit. I'm still curious to see how well he performs on his team in particular, and actually, he is part of this half Saiyan team, isn't he? You know what, give me a second. So he actually does end up getting a bigger attack boost from this team in particular. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day as always. And if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. And honestly, shout out to you guys for the support in the past few weeks. It has been incredible. I always say this, but I legit have just so many ideas. Just a matter of like getting to them and obviously executing them. And that just comes back to fixing my schedule, which just seems to be an impossible task at the moment. Anyway, let's see if we can get a bit out of this agility Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, or Trunks I should say. The Gohan is here as well, and I think it would actually be beneficial to keep the Gohan and the Trunks together just because they share that Super Saiyan 3 link, which provides him with an additional 5,000 attack boost, I believe it is. So we can try to get those two together. Of course, he has 100% in the potential system, but one of the things that I want to have a look at is how high his defensive stat is, because on top of, you know, getting that 170% defensive boost, he is also going to be getting an even bigger defensive boost from his passive and super attack mechanic, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, I will be doing my I'll try to remember to leave the actual card or what he does in the comment section down below, and I'm going to try my very best to get back into SSR Nash's videos as well. Wow. But yeah, it's just a matter of scheduling things out in the correct way so that I can obviously put out the best possible videos, which I will hopefully be able to do in the next few days. But here we go. 229k. Oh dear. And he dodged. Okay, that's not something you see every day. And yeah, we have Super Saiyan. I actually love that art. I absolutely love the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan art. Right, now we have the agility Super Saiyan. Actually, we should keep Goten. Yeah, we keep Goten's paired up with the Trunks here. So how high is his defensive stat? Currently at 73,000. He gets a 30% defensive boost for 6 turns. And let's have a look at his passive real quick. I'm going to try to guess what it says, which shouldn't be too hard. And he clearly does have a pretty long passive. So he gets a 60% attack and defensive boost. And I don't know the rest, but I will definitely try my very best to leave. Oh, wow. Well, and you have to keep in mind, he was also getting a defensive boost from the Gohan here. So I'm curious to see how high it actually is without Gohan in play. Because Gohan, I believe, either gives a 40% or 50% defensive boost. 469k at 100% and no crit. He did get the additional super attack. Interesting. But to be fair, he still does have way more potential, and the reason why is because if he awakens, that is most like that attack and defensive boost, pardon me, is most likely going to go up to around 80%, and he would most likely get a rebirth link. So he definitely does have a bit more potential when it comes to his overall attack links. It's just a matter of obviously waiting for the rebirth to come out, which will probably be quite a bit away. Kind of wish I could keep the LR Trunks around, but unfortunately did not get to super attack with him. But the Gohan is also a very good unit, and the Trunks, or the leader skill from Trunks, is only benefiting him, so that is the reason why some of the other units aren't necessarily hitting that hard. I'm curious to see how high that Trunks' defensive stat can get. Right, 320k, can we get an additional? Nope. And we do have the Trunks back. Of course, Gohan does give a defensive boost as well. Over 100,000 defense. 100,000. So let's see how well we can tank here. I'm curious to see how high that can get. Over 100,000. I think the highest any defensive stat can get, or the highest defensive stat I've seen, was around 140k or so. But he is pretty much capable of tanking everything. And with that boost from Gohan, that attack stat went up to 540k. So that amount of damage isn't so bad. But obviously, you do need to end up getting him to 100% in the potential system. Okay. And no additional here. Why does the lighting look so weird today? It tends to vary. Hold on, let me try something. Did that work? Oh, it's kind of the same. Not really, I don't know. You know what, I want to... Now that... Yeah, this could be a bit of an issue. I'm going to keep the Gohan here. And to be honest, that is one of the biggest issues with this team. It's the lack of any real key links between certain units. That is what hurts this team the most. And if you don't have the LRs, it's even worse. So it definitely is something that, well, supporting yourself is something that you should you know, definitely consider running, like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. The reason why I'm not running someone like the physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is because I just simply didn't bother to awaken him yet. But for a team like this, I definitely would suggest to run multiple support units just because they are going to benefit you massively when it just comes to super attacking consistently. Right, let's go over this. So he should legit be taking next to no damage from these attacks because of how high that defensive stat is, and I didn't even take a look at it. But how much damage from the super attack? Wow. Like, I have never seen that before. And I know it's like, well, it's kind of expected, right? It's the second stage of the event, and his defensive stat is over 100k. But that is a super attack, okay? I have seen, like, 4-digit damage, like, a unit taking a super attack for 4-digit damage, but nothing along these lines. You know what? I'm going to take it even further. I'm going to take it a step further. Let's go with this. Yeah, you know what? We don't need to super attack with that Gohan, so let's grab 2, that's 6. And, sorry, what? Maths? Maths is a thing, apparently. Oh, dear. I have no excuses. I have absolutely no excuses. You know what? When I get to 100k, obviously in subs, I'm definitely going to be going over my childhood, because that was just interesting. And Riku kind of said that I can't... Well, I don't have to, but Riku said that for 100k subs, I should probably do something like that. So you guys get to know me a bit better, obviously. So we do have a tight disadvantage here. Defensive stat, 89,000. And I don't want to die here, but I think I should be fine. I think. Don't take my word for it. Let's see. So, yeah. I mean, that's not so much of an issue, obviously. But I want to see how much or how high his defensive stat can get with that boost from Gohan. I would imagine that his attack stat can easily get to, like, what? Oh, his defensive stat. 120k, maybe? I reckon that's doable. Ooh, that is a lot of damage. And I've died, admittedly, I have died quite frequently in the majority of my videos, but I'm trying my very best to avoid that as much as possible. Are you serious right now? Okay. Yeah. Don't have much of a choice here because I do want to avoid the super attack. Just so I can get it with the Trunks, but even though... You know what? It's fine. It is fine. Let's pop the... Yeah. It's not fine. Well, at least the Icarus is active. Even though I am most likely going to lose during the next stage. Despite having a type advantage for the most part. And this is going to be a crit. That was surprisingly not a crit. Even with the Icarus active, we are taking a decent amount of damage here. But it's time for the Dokkan mode. How high is that defensive stat? Wrong thing. 118k, very close to 120k. Are you serious now? Bro. The key, see, again, the key placement is terrible. Hold on. How high is... Yeah, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks definitely does have a high defensive stat here. If I grab these, oh, that was a close one. That was an extremely close one. Okay. So I think I'm actually going to end it somewhat soon, just because I don't want to die again. So let's go to Dokkan mode with the Trunks and see how long we can potentially survive for. And he got the additional super attack. Okay. Here we go. 209k. So obviously, his main strength is the fact that he can tank a lot of hits, especially at 100%. His attack stat can get very close to 120k, and like you saw earlier, pardon me, he was capable of tanking a super attack for double-digit damage, which is crazy. And I'm hoping I get to test out how well we can tank an Ultimate Gohan super attack in the next stage. If I don't, it's a bit of a shame because that was definitely one of the things that I wanted to try out. But is this going to take him out? It would have if that was a crit. Okay, so I managed to make it to the last stage, but I will say that if he was on a double Ultimate Gohan lead, his defensive stat would easily be like 150k, without a doubt. Like 100%. He's getting a more significant boost on that lead. Hoping we can get super attacks here, otherwise, just gonna end it there. Just one super attack, Gohan. Just one super attack. This is like the one time that I do want to get super attacked. Okay, no super attack there. Well, I think I'm going to end it here. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you all in the next one.